uh, I want it to be good, but I've heard this story before. Maybe should they make it something original? Is it going to be worth your while?
It's time for this.
Ocean Drives films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more. To your seat. Find out more at...
Time to join our man at the movies. He's a day late, but there's a good reason for that. Isn't that right, Collie? Would I say chocolate?
Well, yes, it was a couple of good reasons. There's a practical reason I wasn't here, which meant, I had to be a good boy. So to watch a movie then all about chocolate today, while on a bit of a diet, Jamie, this was tough. But of course, we're talking about Wonka. Everyone must know Wonka is out today. The advertisements have been everywhere, and this has been huge. And this is a film coming from Warner Brothers, who also produced Barbie this year. And the word all year has been, not only do we have Barbie, we have Wonka. We really believe in both of them. Now, movie companies often tell you a movie is great, whether it is or not. It's their job to tell you it's great. But there's a confidence always when they really think they've got something special. However, Shane, I've heard this before, and I was thinking this. I am a child of, I'm not a child anymore, but I'm a child of the 70s. So therefore, I grew up on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Gene Wilder in that film is one of my all-time, cinematic idol. Oh, well, I'm sure I saw it all the telly at Christmas many times before I ever saw it in the cinema. World of Pure Imagination. Just think of it. It just brings back magic from your childhood, no matter how old you are. And when you hear there's going to be a new movie, you think back to the, when the Johnny Depp one, and you go, doesn't sound like a great idea to me, but you never know, maybe it'd be good. And it wasn't. It was rubbish. It was unnecessary. And then you hear, they're making a movie of young Willy Wonka, how he got to have his factory. And you're thinking to yourself, I want it to be good, but I've heard this story before. Maybe should they make it something original? Is it going to be worth your while? Let's play a clip and I'll tell you if it was.
My name is Willy Wonka. I'm something of a magician and chocolate maker.
Ooh. He's good. Too good.
You should stand up to those bullies. Give them the old 1-2.
I got an idea.
Where do we start?
Making chocolate, of course.
Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you hold on to yours.
It's time to change the world.
We know what's going to happen now.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you do kind of, and it's no worse for that, because this is an absolute delight. I was so pleasantly surprised. Now, as I said, they'd said it was good, and you heard it was from the people who brought you Paddington, but you're still going, man, maybe an original idea. Don't keep on going back. But, you're watching it there and you just go, all cynicism leaves your body. It's like the chocolate rush comes over you. And all the stuff you might go, that's a bit corny, isn't it? Or that's a bit silly. You just can't resist. You can feel it leaving your body, the cynicism. And I'm not a Christmas person, Jamie. I'm a bit of a Grinch. And even I started going, oh no, what's happened to me? Love and peace to all man. Because they've, like a chocolatier, they've gathered all the magic ingredients you want. There's loveliness. There's really good actors. Some of them in quite small roles, absolutely enjoying themselves. And I don't know if they've purposely inspired by Roald Dahl characters, but like Olivia Colman is one of the Mrs. Scrubber, and she's one of the bad guys in it. But she's having such a good time, and it's the real over-the-top, grotesque, horrible people, like the parents in Matilda. You like the twits, it's all that sort of stuff over the top. And so Willy Wonka arrives in the city with no friends, and he's about to make friends, and he ends up being sold into slavery in this laundry, but he's going to get out of it, and he's going to bring all his friends with him. And it just picks you up and it drags you with you to the world of pure imagination. And it is helped a lot by the songs, because it is, you forget, like the first one was a musical too, and it's a musical, everyone breaks into song every now and then, but it feels like very natural part of the movie. And it helps that the songs are written by Neil Hannon of the Divine Comedy, so it is sweet but not sickly, because he is that kind of humor, that kind of tongue-in-cheek that stops it being all like American schmaltz,
So it's all new, the music. So it's not, we're not getting anything from the old.
Oh, well, we do get we do get, let's say, the greatest hit from the first movie. It comes back as a reprise. And the whole idea is leading up to the first movie. And maybe this Timothée Chalamet, maybe he's not Gene Wilder, but he's meant to be a more innocent one. Whereas Gene Wilder's playing a sort of Willy Wonka after, things have gone wrong. This is Willy
Wonka. After having too much chocolate.
But it's just lovely. But you will be hungry for chocolate afterwards. But absolute Christmas delight. It will be busy and stuff this weekend, but over Christmas, this and Wish
this is the movie.
Going to do gangbusters. It's great. There's a couple of mildly scary bits for younger people. There's a bad cop who's a bit scary, but that would, if you're sitting beside mum and dad, you'll be fine. And if you're over like 7, not a bother. It's lovely. Wonderful.
This is going to be huge for Christmas. Yeah,
it's going to be huge.
Absolutely,
people are going to adore it.
We've got to move on. We've got to move on. You've got a Polish film for us, a very unusual one.
Very unusual. It's a very famous Polish story, not one I was familiar with. And what they've done is, and I think there was an old movie of it, but they've filmed a new version of it. It's a big, long epic about, working class peasants who, and their tough life they lead. And what they've done is they filmed it all with green screen, and then they got artists, 127 artists, to hand paint over the pictures. It looks amazing. The same people made a movie about Vincent van Gogh, and if you can imagine a Vincent van Gogh movie or a picture come to life, that's what it looks like. I've watched an hour of this, and then I had to come and talk to you. It's really good. It's heavy, sad, epic stories about loss and how poor people have tough choices to make. And romantic triangles and stuff. Really interesting. Very different from Wonka, but for the arty crowd, I think they'll really enjoy this. And of course, our Polish friends will love it.
Absolutely. Get in and see that. That is The Peasant currently on. Right, we've one more for the kids. Toy Story people are back.
Yeah,
it's not Toy Story.
No, it's not Toy Story. It's not Pixar. This is a low-budget version of those stories. It's a lovely little story about inseparable, about two kind of similar, about two sort of toys who go off on an adventure, and it's kind of aimed at the under 8 audience, and it's really nice and cute. Again, I haven't seen the whole thing. I saw about the first 20 minutes because I wanted to get a feel for it before I came and talked to you.
Great. It looks
and for
great.
maybe somebody who maybe even parents feel even Wonka might be a bit long for them or something. This is just a lovely story. It's really nice.
Okay, we like that. You're bringing it back from Misted Monday, and it's been voted by numerous magazines as Film of the Year. Killers of the Flower Moon is back in Monday night.
Yeah, I'm very excited this is back because I was thinking about this all the way here because I was going, so it's the new movie by Martin Scorsese, and this is what I was going to ask you. So I know for a fact that his name is actually Scorsese, but everyone calls it Scorsese. Which should I say, Shamey? Because there's
Scorsese
people on the media going,
what I would go with.
That Clem says he knows about movies, but he's calling him Martin Scorsese instead of Martin Scorsese. It's like Phil Lynott again. It's a great movie, big epic movie. It's only a $5 on Monday. Well worth seeing on the big screen. It will go to streaming and it'll be good, but it's great on the big screen. And I think that's why it was voted the Film of the Year by the directors of the Inside Sound. So.
Yeah, and Sight and Sound, they voted the Film of the Year. We've 20 seconds to say, hey, you will be back next Thursday on our regular slot, and we're looking forward to that. And enjoy the movies for the week, Collie.